Hey Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So without further ado, let's check out today's news. Marshon Lattimore is on thin ice after Commanders draft steal. The Washington Commanders have rounded out their cornerback core with Trey Amos at number 61 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. However, one analyst believes the addition puts four-time Pro bowler Marshon Lattimore's long-term status in serious jeopardy. Adam Peters has been a big supporter of Lattimore this offseason. The Commanders didn't get an immediate return on their investment after acquiring the player in a trade with the New Orleans Saints, but the general manager believes a full offseason to recover and become more familiar with schematic concepts could result in improvements next season. NFL analyst adds pressure on Marshon Lattimore's future, with the Commanders' all signs point to Lattimore, especially if he has a better run of health luck. That didn't stop USA Today's Nate Davis from listing the former first-round pick among his players in the league's tight spots after the draft. He arrived at a modest cost before last season's trade deadline. But Marshon Lattimore's inability to stay on the field has followed him from New Orleans to the nation's capital. The four-time Pro Bowler has played in 26 regular season games over the past 3 seasons and missed 25. With Trey Amos, a second-round pick, Washington could save a lot of money by parting ways with Lattimore sometime before his 2-year contract expires. Nate Davis Amos's arrival gives the Commanders a contingency plan in case Lattimore can't turn things around. Lattimore has 2 years remaining on his contract. He has $18 million against the salary cap this year and $18.5 million in 2026. Only $2 million of his remaining salary is guaranteed, so the Commanders could easily walk away from that financial commitment if they're unhappy with his performance. Commanders source responds to WR criticism with fiery response. The Commanders have received criticism for their wide receiver moves this offseason. Rolling everything around quarterback sensation, Jaden Daniels was a major goal for the Washington Commanders this offseason. That hasn't stopped some critics from speculating whether head coach Dan Quinn's team had enough at the wide receiver position. A Commanders insider, along with a team legend, countered those claims with strong support for general manager Adam Peters' decisions during the draft period. Commanders have a much improved receiver group despite off-season criticism, J.P. Finley and Brian Mitchell of 106.7. The fan couldn't believe the skepticism surrounding Washington's wideout core. After another busy offseason, they believe there have been dramatic improvements, with everything from Pro Bowl caliber wideout Deebo Samuel Sr. to intriguing draft pick Jalen Lane, providing an added sense of dynamism that wasn't there last time around. We saw something stupid the other day about the Commanders' wide receiver rankings. Am I crazy? I think they've improved dramatically at the position. Deebo Samuel, for all the talk that he might have had a bad season last year, would have been their second-best wide receiver. Add Deebo, add Michael Gallup. If he's still performing, well, he could help you. Draft Jalen Lane, who has definitely performed well. J.P. Finley. There are concerns that the Commanders may not have enough WRs, even with all the re-signings, picks, and additions. A.B. Mitch and Finley would like to clear up some of those concerns. PickTwitter.com K4UDK8QQQ 106.7. The Fan, 106.7 The Fan. May 2, 2025. It's impossible to look at Washington's receiving core and not think it hasn't improved. It's once again led by All-Pro receiver Terry McLaurin, who is the undisputed alpha and could land another big contract extension before Week 1. Samuel is coming off a down year, but he's highly motivated to get back to his old form. Noah Brown and KJ Osborne have both been re-signed. Lane adds another spark, and there's high hopes that Luke McCaffrey can build on his rookie flashes to make a bigger impression. The Commanders also signed Michael Gallup after his retirement. Finding his rhythm again is the first goal. If he can do that successfully, it could be another crucial factor for Daniels. Washington Commanders trade Saints running back for Pro Bowl. Reaction: the 2025 offseason has not been ideal for the New Orleans Saints. With an aging team, they couldn't afford to have a bad season. Unfortunately, it was announced that Derek Carr may not be able to play in the 2025 NFL season. Earlier in April, NFL.com's Nick Shook explained that Carr did in fact have a shoulder issue. Shook explained that quarterback Derek Carr is dealing with a shoulder injury that is threatening his availability for next season. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported Friday afternoon, Carr is weighing his options, including the possibility of surgery, according to Rappaport. One team that could be in the running for the former Pro Bowl running back is the Washington Commanders. TWSN's Daniel Alameda brought up the idea. In a recent article, Alameda writes, Alvin Kamara's skill set is a perfect fit for Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Kingsbury, known for his spread concepts and creative playmaking, will have a field day incorporating Kamara's unique talents. Kamara can line up in the backfield, in the slot, or even on the wing, creating mismatched plays all over the field. His ability to create yards after the catch will be invaluable in Kingsbury's fast-paced passing attack, and his vision and patience as a runner will complement Daniel's mobility and passing ability. This trade would make perfect sense for the Commanders. They're heading into the Super Bowl window, and Kamara could help them get to the top. Alvin Kamara traded to Washington Commanders. Reaction: now that we've established that the Commanders could trade for Kamara, let's answer a few more questions. Is this trade realistic? Does it make sense for Kamara to join the Commanders? And does it make sense for the Saints to trade him? Alvin Kamara joining the Washington Commanders. The combination of Kamara and the Commanders would be perfect. While the Commanders already have Brian Robinson, he's a pure runner, but he's not exactly an elite athlete. Austin Eckler is starting to be phased out of the offense, having received 35 passes for 366 yards last season. Eckler contributed a lot to that, rushing for just 367 yards on 77 carries. Free agent star, even at 29, Kamara is producing, rushing for 950 yards last year and catching 68 passes for 543 yards. It makes perfect sense for the Commanders to acquire Kamara while he is still capable of being a three-down running back. New Orleans Saints to trade Alvin Kamara. It would be hard to see the Saints trading Kamara since he has been there his entire career. However, all good things must come to an end, and this makes a lot of sense.